I'm going to mix the cards up and tell me what it is that you're interested in pursuing, or what's your question?
So my question has to do with what are my next steps to bring my travel business and my intuitive practice together. They have been coming together, and so I'm wanting to proactively, intentionally make it happen. So I'm asking the tarot, what are my next steps to make this happen?
Okay, great. So I'm going to do a 4-card reading, and this is just a basic reading, and they're elementals. So, and tell me when to stop.
Stop. Right. Stop. 10 of Earth.
10 of Earth.
Wonderful. Okay.
This
Down. Yeah, that one. Yeah, perfect.
Wheel of Fortune.
Interesting. Okay. And it's the one that's right underneath your pinky.
Lovers.
Okay. Oh, goodness. It's the card that's sticking out near your pinky. It's sticking way out. Yeah, that one.
Okay, great. Okay, so I do this 4-card spread. It's an elemental spread. So there's
Yeah.
so what I'm going to do is to I kind of go a little bit all over the place, and things here are super positive, and then the last card is challenging. So the first card, the 10 of Earth, and so that's in the place of spirit and creativity. So it looks like that this is a really great place for Isabelle to be going right now, and to be combining her travel business and her intuitive business together. Somehow that's like really, it's really gelling. And, with a 10, it's already there.
Okay.
And then the next card is the emotionality, or water placement. And here is the Wheel of Fortune. And this is saying that this is it's also, everything's been evolving over time, and perhaps anything that stopped you from doing this really has to do with your emotional connection to this. And could you really combine these two things, which seem to be could be seemingly very different, but it looks like the way that things are evolving, and we talk about like that this is the ending of this year of the pandemic shutdowns, that if you look back and you see that things have been evolving, and it's more having to do with how you feel about it. And that, do you have the confidence to do that? So what's interesting is, if I go back to the 10, even though that's a really abundant card, and you're at the end, sometimes there's a little bit of hesitation there because it's so confident. So it's like, wait a second, can I really be in this place? So those are kind of questions that you can ask yourself. And then here what we have is, we have the Lovers. So the Lovers isn't necessarily a, a love relationship. It could be a relationship with your business, or perhaps with a partner. And it also, though, because it's in that air or sword placement, it's about communication. So how are you communicating? And over this year, your communications have just have improved. And I don't know, is there someone you're working with now that is is working out really well?
So yeah, I'm working actually with a marketing person who is also in the travel business, and she's helping me with my message and still some social media and all that. So yes, so there is that, and so it's interesting. The lover is also interesting because it's the combination, it's the marriage of two seeming opposite as well, or so it's interesting, that I'm wanting to marry my two businesses together.
Yeah, so it's a union of opposites. And this is great also because the placement here. So if this placement was someplace else, I might read it or we might read it a little differently. So if it's in this placement, communications these days isn't just writing and speaking, but it's also social media,
Mm.
or it's also like texting. And so this is a really good match for you.
Mm.
So again, it's like it's just it's just good to know. And if
Yeah.
we're talking about transitions and change, then what we do is we come upon the
Five
five of
water.
water. So
Mm.
or it's also known as the five of cups. So this is in the earth placement or the practical or what's really happening. So this goes back to I'm going to look at then the placement of the wheel of fortune, and where
Mhm.
that is in the water placement. And so I'm going to look at like how those two relate. And so the five of water is it's a challenging card,
Mhm.
and know that you're being challenged. And like we were saying before, change is sometimes it even if you're directing it, there's still this emotionality that comes up. Or I think, and this is where this isn't saying it in the cards, but I'm just with the combination of all four cards,
Mhm.
I'm kind of like intuiting that what that's also about is it's about that there's going to be a financial lag, or it's also to say be patient and
Ah,
and
okay.
just wait, and that everything else is super positive, but then there's this little bit of like wait, and
Mhm.
so
Mhm.
just be really patient with
Yeah.
yourself and love yourself and know that you've manifested this relationship with this travel coach,
Mhm.
and that you're changing inside, you're changing this like long-term emotionality too.
Yeah.
So without that, and just to say, if we were to go further, we could look at that, because again, there's two major arcana cards.
Mhm.
So major arcana cards point to that this is a big deal.
Yeah.
It's bigger than just what's happening right now, even though you're asking about what's happening right now.
Yeah.
That this is like a long-term
Yeah. Yeah.
issue.
Yeah. It feels like a vocational and aspirational, there's a sense that I'm getting that this is a big deal. You're right. And that's why I feel very like, you know, um, wanting to um, make the right decisions plural along the way.
Mhm,
So I'm
mhm.
heading for that. So thank you for that.
Okay.
I'm so glad you recorded it.
Yeah, great.
Mhm.
Okay, thanks.